Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the Cycleboard Rover, a hybrid between an electric scooter and an electric skateboard. Let's check it out. A mashup between an electric scooter and an electric skateboard is probably the best way to describe this thing. It rides on 3 wheels and has a scooter-style set of handlebars, but the bars don't turn like a typical scooter's handlebars do. Instead, you lean the deck to cause the front wheels to turn. It's not the most intuitive control system, not by a long shot, but once you spend 10 or 15 minutes on it, it all starts to kinda click in your brain. When I first started riding it, I was in scooter mode in my head, and it was hard to get my brain to break out of that thinking. The best advice I can give you is to try and forget that you're holding a set of handlebars, and instead just imagine that you're on a skateboard. Once you start leaning and reacting like you're on a skateboard, controlling the Cycle Rover becomes much easier. Believe it or not, there's actually 3-wheeled suspension here too. The front wheels have independent suspension, and there's a swing arm in back with rear suspension for the back wheel. Keep in mind that this is not long travel suspension though, and so it's more for absorbing some modest bumps. You can still get a wheel swallowed up by a pothole if you're not careful, so don't think that you're going to go doing anything crazy. But even modest suspension helps prevent all of that road shock from traveling up through the deck and handlebars and into your ankles and wrists. So I'm glad to see suspension of any form here, and it does make a difference. Once you get the hang of controlling the Rover, you can really take advantage of its power. The rear motor here has a 1.8 kilowatt hub motor, and there's a 1.15 kilowatt hour battery under the deck too, so you've got some good power and a lot of battery capacity. They claim a range of 40 miles or 64 kilometers, but my testing showed an extrapolated range of closer to 75% of that. I wasn't leaving it in the lowest power modes though, so I wasn't getting as efficient of a ride. If you max it out in the highest of the 5 power modes, you can get up to around 25 miles per hour or 40 kilometers per hour. To be honest, that's about as fast as I want to go on the Cycleboard Rover, because it just doesn't feel quite as intuitive as riding a typical scooter to me, though maybe that's because I've spent years riding typical 2-wheeled electric vehicles, and this is of course a very new type of ride. It's still quite a thrill though, and the speed is part of that fun. In fact, I think the best use case of a ride like this is probably for joyriding. I can't really see myself commuting on it. This beast weighs 83 pounds or 37 kilos. Even though the handle folds down, that's a lot to lift each time you want to carry it inside or bring it on a subway car, but as a fun riding cruiser, I can see the appeal. That being said, you have to really want something strange and out there, because this is not a cheap ride. It's currently priced at $2,600. I'm not saying that's overpriced. I mean, it's got a huge battery, powerful 1800 watt motor, and its own patented steering system. But it's still a lot of money. I don't think I'll be buying one myself to hit up my local coffee shop anytime soon, but I can still appreciate how much fun it is to ride something that feels so different and unique. At a time when the electric scooter and skateboard markets are more crowded than ever before, with so many different companies competing for a piece of the pie, it's refreshing to see and ride something so unique. I just wish being unique didn't mean costing so much. Thanks for watching everyone. We hope you enjoyed that first ride on the Cycleboard Rover. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.